Egypt. Again, while the whole world was applauding the Arab Spring in 2011, we wrote, here comes the new boss, same as the old boss, and have been writing over and over and over that it's morphing into a violent civil war. By all measures, that's what it is. By the way, the Egyptian military slaughtered 36 prisoners last week. Hey, where's all that outcry from the USA? Could you imagine if Gaddafi did a thing like this? Or Saddam Hussein before they were slaughtered by the USA? Oh, there would be outrage. And those Susan Rices and Samantha Powers and Hillary Clinton, if only the ladies were in charge, would be screaming bloody murder about the violence and the human crisis going on in Egypt. But hey, they're only Islamists. Who cares? And again, I'm not taking sides. I think that guy Morsi was out of his mind anyway. But guess what? New word is Mubarak's getting out of jail. Morsi's in. Here comes the new boss, same as the old boss. And I love it. U.S. ally holding cards. Ties with Egyptian army constrain Washington. Most nations, including many close allies of the United States, require up to a week's notice before American warplanes are allowed to cross their territory. American warplanes should not be crossing any territory. American warplanes should only be protecting our territory, as I see it, as a believer in the Constitution. Not Egypt, which offers near automatic approval for military overflights to resupply the war effort in Afghanistan. Great. That's a good reason to be their ally, to resupply the war effort that's been going on now into this 13th year in Afghanistan and to carry out counterterrorism operations in the Middle East, Southwest Asia, or the Horn of Africa. You know what that is.
Bullshit detected. Take precautions.
Take precautions, especially if you live in those areas and say anything against the United States. What are we doing there? I wonder why they hate us. Can't be because you're bombing all these countries, could it? No. Killing all those people? Well, come on. This is disgusting stuff. Anyway, there's a lot going on here with Egypt, and also how Israel keeps a weary eye on turmoil in Egypt and how it is helping to develop foreign strategy with the United States in dealing with Egypt. Quote, I think that the whole world should support Sisi. That's that general in charge, but of course it's not a coup over in Egypt, said Ehud Barak, former prime minister and defense minister of Israel. Oh, he thinks the whole world should be supporting her. If he thinks so, so should you. Because after all, why should you think for yourself? We should support him. Of course, it's still not a military coup. Hezbollah makes vow to step up Sunni fight. That's right, there was a bombing over there in Lebanon, the worst in decades, killed over 24 people. And they say it's because of Hezbollah's interference into the Syrian war. Things are heating up more and more and more. Yeah. Israel escalating efforts to shape allies' strategy. From the toilet paper. Isn't that nice? A foreign country. Yes, escalating its efforts to shape allies' strategy. Israel plans this week to intensify its diplomatic campaign, urging Europe and the United States to support the military-backed government in Egypt, despite its deadly crackdown on Islamist protesters. Oh, and by the way, the Egyptian military has thrown out just about all the media, closed it down, including their own. Now that's a democracy you could support. Right. Isn't it great? Analysis. Europe, U.S. likely to give provisional government in Cairo breathing space. Yes, a fascist dictator. Perfect. Fits the program well. Here's another alert. Al Qaeda targeting European rail network. Last couple of weeks, it was those American embassies that were closing down. Now they got some more fear and hysteria. Al Qaeda targeting European rail network. Yeah. Al Qaeda's plotting attacks on Europe's high-speed rail network. German mass circulation. The Daily Bild reported on Monday, citing intelligence sources. Oh yes, those brilliant intelligence sources. The extremist group could plant explosive on trains and tunnels or sabotage tracks and electrical cabling, said Bild. Europe's most widely read daily. Extremist group. They could put explosive on trains. They're small-time players. I'll tell you some extremist groups. How about all those people, those NATO people in America? Want to hear about some extremist groups? How about that war in Afghanistan? Come on, this is kids' stuff. Sabotage tracks, they blow out whole cities. That's right, they kill millions of people. You want to call some extremist groups? How about Iraq? Yeah, that was a beauty. Hey, how about Vietnam? You want to hear an extremist group? They only killed 3 million people. Got to stop them Al-Qaedas. Yep. Wonder why they hate us.